give me this one for a few minutes. I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
Doing all that.
Now, which ones do you have? Because
Here we have a one-loss side match between Lukas Verner and Scott Haas. Scott is
looking at him.
a longtime Pennsylvania standout. I've known Scott since he was a real young man, a teenager, and he played great when he was a teenager. And here he is with a 20-plus-year-old son. His son Thomas is also a good player, probably about the same age as this young man, Lukas, from Connecticut, who beat Feder Gorst earlier in the year at a tournament in Virginia that I was in the booth for. Here we go. Lukas wins the leg and is going to probably have to push out. This we're playing this official Pennsylvania State 9-ball title here at the Bluegrass Billiard Room in Philadelphia. Very, very close to U.S. Route 1, Roosevelt Parkway. Very convenient to I-95, the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and all the other major thoroughfares and stuff around the greater Philadelphia area. I started coming here in the springtime, and the place impressed me a lot. This is my third or fourth time here, and wonderful venue. It has 38 big tables, Brunswicks, and it has 16 7-foot or bar box tables. But Scott is looking at his option. I don't think he's going to give it back, though. I think he's got a good shot to make this back and go between the. He is giving it back. This Lukas might just fire this ball and go 3 rails and play shape on the 2, up tape, down table. That's what he tried to do. And he's going to get lucky and place and leave a safety. I played Scott one time back in the early mid-1990s. When, like I said, he was a very young man, and I was impressed by his talent then. My name is George Hammerbacher. I'm an advanced level instructor, Professional Billiard Instructor Association out of Baltimore, Maryland. And been calling these regional matches and other types of things for the last 11 years or so. It's 59 players, I believe, played and started today, including a handful of ladies. And, oh my goodness, Scott hits a great shot, jump shot over that 3 ball, scores it. Not, even though there's no position, he didn't give up any ball in hand, and it was a good chance for him to play safety. That was a hell of a shot.
Just missed it.
Mm. And a nice comeback too. Scott should be looking at this 2 ball to see if it's on the rail or not. Frozen. You see, if you don't call them frozen, no ball reached a cushion after contact. But I'm not in the game. I'm not a tournament official. I'm just doing the commentary. He ain't gonna like this. That's a real tough proposition here because his two-rail route to the ball is coming lots inside English, outside of that six ball. He might have a space between the four and the two. Oh, he almost makes the ball. Hell of a shot. Leaves plenty of distance. Probably two-railer. Coming out of the top right-hand corner pocket. Two rails. Unless he can skin it. My view is I can't quite see what Lukas is seeing. He might have a direct look at the ball. A good shot, safety battle to get this match started. I don't know if Scott can kick inside the five ball to hit the two. He probably can. He's fan doing it. This Lukas is a fast shot-making, run-out star. He's a young star in the making. From the matches I've seen him play, he's usually always on the correct side of the ball. Here he fell a little straight. Maybe high right ball. The two rails. Lovely. And again, he's got that little angle. He's going to maybe play this same ball in the corner pocket, the next ball. Like that. Probably one or two rails. Play the inside track. Lukas Verner takes a 1-0 lead over Scott Haas in a hotly contested safety battle that Lukas finally got the best of. Well, Big break shot from Scott. Well, he's got a natural shot to disturb that 5 and 3. The question is whether he can hold a shot on the 2 ball, which is back down table about even with the 9. If he decides to play it. Yeah, I played Scott originally at Kobe Atkins' place at Diamond Billiards down there when he was a kid. I saw him about 8 years ago after a long period of time playing it in an action pool tour event in Frederick, Maryland, and he never forgot me. That was a nice room, Toby. You know, and all. It was, Kobe had a nice place. It was like a split sort of a room, if I remember it correctly. All gold crowns. The Scruggs tour, Tim Scruggs, the old cue maker, late cue maker, dear friend of mine, sponsored a tour through Southern PA. We played in Harrisburg. Yeah. I'm sure he played about any place they ever had a pool table, Grady Matthews. And we had a stop on that tour in Harrisburg where that place was named the Casino Billiards. It was in a seedy part of Harrisburg, and we were playing a Sunday tournament there, and this was like a safe coming behind that 7 ball to me. Anyway, this Casino Billiards had these acoustics that the balls all sound like machine guns when you hit them. And I was playing this Pennsylvania Dutch-looking young guy who was underage. And it happened to be underneath, let's say, an adult movie theater, and then the speakers kicked in and you could hear all the sounds from up above. And that's about all I can say about one of those places, the Casino Billiards. A little short. But Lukas is very dangerous from here. Oh. That's a tester.
Chill out.
He got a little fortunate there. Whether the 5 passes his 7, I don't know. Or he's going to play it in the side. Going for the corner, it looks like, high left. Oh, he hit that ball so pure. Good shot. That was a wild place, that casino billiards. That's all I could say. I played there a couple times. Slim, that part I don't quite remember, but I do remember going up with a carload of guys from Baltimore to play in those events all the time. Early 1990s. There you go. Well, you're a local. I never checked out the features there. But yeah. So you know I'm dead bang on the square with that one. That I'm not making this stuff up. A lot of the stuff I got is stranger than fiction. I got called on for a little humor, and we got it. Lukas takes a 2-0 lead in this match. Lukas has 2. Well, he's got all the balls behind the line now, just about. The 9 stayed put. Let's see a little texture here, if we can land in the gap for the 2 ball, center table. Perfect. He's got to play the inside ball, I think. Yeah. He couldn't go around the horn because the 7 was in his way. Now he's got to go around or just take his... Oh, he could force it over. The good shot. Let's draw it back a hair. A little straighter than he liked. But it's his shot. He's a little short. Got a little straight on that ball. Got a little careless, maybe. No, they don't, because they grew up in this Simonis generation, and we used to have to play on tables like this with back cloths, where we had to use the angles and spin it to win it. And that's quite true. Some of them do, and some of them don't, but they don't do it nearly as much as we did, being players in that age of the back cloth and playing different angles, and the game was different equipment. Well, at least he didn't scratch. He parked his pelota. Yeah, like I was saying, that Lukas beat Better Gorst this spring in Virginia tournament. Yeah, a lot of them. That real handsome kid, that like that blondish-haired Spanish boy, along with I think Mario. He was even with him. Good try on the two-railer, but he fanned on it. Scott has ball in hand. Scott had one other good opportunity, and it got away from him. Depends on what part of Connecticut. If it's lower Connecticut, it's maybe as far away as Philadelphia is from New York to go to Connecticut from there. I traveled a little bit. It's a few hours north though. I don't know who I'm tired of, but I know I don't ever get tired of this game. My body might quit, but the mind won't stop. Scott might have to drag his rock with a lot of high right and hook this ball a little bit to trundle on down to that 4 in the side pocket. But the 7 he's got to really spin it. That's a beautiful shot. Thank you so much for your kind words. I am very, very much a lover and student of the game. I've taught pool for 45 years. I'm from Baltimore and was schooled by a Hall of Famer named Champagne Ed Kelly. Well, let's see if Scott can get on the board, come right back through his bridge hand. How's the speed, Trooper? Three games to 1, Scott's bidding to make here. And he's in 3 games to 1. But Lukas is on the break. He's going to have to fade a Lukas break here. Yes, he is. I watched Thomas Haas come up through the Action Pool Tour through Maryland and Virginia that I used to be the voice of before that went defunct a couple of years back. And yeah, my sentiments exactly. I don't want to stop getting my pool freak on here just yet.
Okay, George, I'm back.
Good. I'm sorry.
You're good, buddy. Look at some of these comments here. Ghost, he actually did play in the U.S. Open, and I actually sponsored him for the event. He was one round away from the money in his final 64. Lukas definitely did play that, and he's a top 6 in Moscone. He plays in almost every event that he has to. It's not the cheapest travel in the world.
Routine. Scott concedes the 9, and Lucas has 4. Race to 6. This is a one-loss side match. Loser of this match is eliminated, and the winner keeps trudging up that one-loss side, which is a tough neighborhood. Hey, no fooling. That was a nice lunch we had at the Double T Diner, in my neighborhood. That could be, I don't think that there are any other 800 players that are native to the United States other than Van Boning. All the ones that are stateside or 800s are generally going to be Europeans, the likes of, Jason Shaw and maybe Darren Appleton and some of these that'll play for Moscone in Europe. That was a very kind thing you said. That's a quantum leap. And being a golf man, that's like taking somebody from a 5 handicap down to a 1 or a 2 handicap. Well, Mike DeShane is a terrific player, has a stroke to die for, but if you don't have the attitude or the desire, or you're just an all-star from the neck down, whatever it is. I sat in the booth with him doing a Maryland straight pool tournament 8 years ago in 2015 in the fall like this, and that he just had his it's just a question of him staying focused and concentrating, as nobody has any more raw ability and touch than Mike DeShane. I don't know. I can remember playing so bad in tournaments on the winner's side in the first match. I had a case of the whiskeys. not getting used to the atmosphere, and then I got in a stroke, and then I exploded. Flat out, it would explode through the loser's side. I can remember playing a tournament in Frederick, Maryland, where it was a 128 player field. I lost my first match and got all the way to third, fourth before I was walking on my ankles and finally did lose. But I got in dead punch playing match after match rather than sitting and waiting. There's arguments on both sides of that coin. Well, you see, a lot of them, and they'll do things like knock the equipment in venues that are holding events for them, not taking in any game time for themselves, other than greens fees maybe, and they'll knock the equipment, and they bite the hand that feeds them too many times.
5.
Hey, yeah, 5. But that's been my experience. I've been around a long time. Of course I could. I could definitely do that. I'm at the same. I'm 1.5 blocks from where we last set eyes on each other at that diner. But that is true, you know. In your case, that's like going from a four handicap down to about a 2. A lot of things that you do well, you got to do more consistently, and coming up with a little bit more consistently focused is something I might be able to help you with. See, all the suckers get behind the 8 ball. This guy here, the 3 ball is, and the 4 ball, that's a nasty looking trilogy of terror there. I got him thinning this ball and going right into the 5 ball and pushing it out and sticking on the 3-4, straight in, pop. He's going to take it, he's going to just cut the room around here. He's got ridiculous sense of angles, this kid. Or he's going to play a 3-rail safety. But a kiss is but a kiss. Didn't hurt himself much. Scott would probably do well to put the 3 into the 5 and lay the cue ball on the cushion. I don't know if he's going to like this. This is 3 rails, and the cue ball is going to be back where it is. I thought he was. He didn't play a more aggressive shot. Cross bank, inside English, and try to come back and sweep into the 5. Or shooting stick, cross corner. Yeah, maybe so, but there sure are very few. That might be a little short. He might even try to call the 9. He had the whole ball. Look at this kid. Now he left a shot on the 3, but it's a dangerous shot. Scott coming across table. He could go off that 5 and into the side pocket. Might be a little farther out than it looks. It's hard for me to tell, even with looking at it in real time and not on the monitor. If he's got the edge of this ball, it isn't so bad. Oh no, that's a little short. He had the full ball. You see, that's my disclaimer. I can't see what the player sees, but he sure left a real nice kick. That's the out shot. Real jump. Which is probably the wise play. It looks like the condemned man ate a hearty meal. You're very welcome. That's it. Lukas takes down Mr. Scott Haas by the score of 6-1. Scott's eliminated, and Lukas trudges up that loser's side after losing his first match at around noon.